County boards or DD are very unique among Ohio's public human service agencies, and that they are responsible for people over the course of a lifetime, oftentimes literally from birth to death. No other agency has this lifetime requirement. Because of this, county boards need to ensure that they are always maximizing available funds and using local resources in the most efficient and effective manner as possible. This lifelong commitment in supporting people with developmental disabilities is why OACB is focusing on policy changes in this budget that will provide for collaborative, predictable, flexible, and sustainable systems capable of serving people with developmental disabilities and their families for many years to come. OACB is going to testify on 4 issues today, one of which is not in the budget and 3 others are. OACB believes it's time to modernize the wait list once and for all. This wait list is for people waiting for waiver services. A critical aspect of the board's lifetime commitment is the financial responsibility that comes with enrolling a person on a Medicaid waiver. The process for enrolling in a person in a waiver has been made so unnecessarily complex by a statute that is very prescriptive and unresponsive to the true service needs of families. On a daily basis, county boards, service and support professionals, also known as SSAs, must navigate these complexities and waste precious resources overcoming bureaucratic hurdles to connect families and people with disabilities with services. For this reason, OACB supports updating the statute to more accurately identify and fulfill people's current and future needs. Doing so will enhance county boards' ability to effectively and efficiently enroll people who are truly in need of services. OACB is working with other stakeholders, organizations representing people and families with developmental disabilities, self-advocates, the Department of Developmental Disabilities, and other stakeholders to reach consensus on finding a better way with the wait list. We support the direction the wait list work group is heading and look forward to reporting back to you at a future date. Always mindful, especially over the last couple of years, how important it is to communicate, two-way communication with families about any changes. Mr. Chair, you asked about, the waivers or the wait list. For us, for OACB and the 88 county boards of represented county boards that we advocate on behalf of, we feel that changes to the wait list go hand in hand with the new waivers. We fully support the governor's proposal to fund 1,300 new individual option and self-waivers, and we're confident with Director John Martin's commitment to distribute the waivers in a way that best fulfills the most immediate needs of people and their families. These new waivers will help provide greater access to services. We also appreciate the Director's willingness to use criteria identified by the Department's waiver work group. I've never seen so many work groups in all my life as in the DD field. So yet another work group looking at waivers to determine how these waivers should be allocated. Next, OACB does support the training-based wage increase for direct support professionals. I will jump over that because we've heard so much testimony in favor of that. I would say that the county boards are hand-in-hand working with the provider organizations, and people want to know they matter and they want to know what their role is. So county boards are also expending money and time and resources in terms of offering trainings for people, direct support staff. How do you cope with somebody who's acting out and some of the other challenging situations that they would find themselves in? We completely support that provision. The other provision we strongly support in the budget is that for the rate add-on for complex care needs. I don't know if the mom, Naomi, testified last week or submitted testimony in writing. Her son happens to have very complex needs. He's not verbal. So working with people with complex needs is very challenging, and people, the direct support staff, really have to be able to help people with every aspect of daily living. Naomi's son is a 3.7 student in college at Wright State, but he absolutely needs help with everything. He's very technological advanced, but needs help with that as well. So we very strongly support that. And something that's very special about that, it was brought forth by moms, and you don't mess with moms. Every day, county boards find themselves in the position, much like all of you. Every day, there is just a growing list of people with compelling needs and stories. And the other thing we have in common is the allocation of scarce resources to meet all those needs. We empathize with your situation. However, the fact remains that Ohio's DD system, while making significant advancements, still remains in a time of great uncertainty and upheaval for all involved in the DD system. The requests I've outlined in this testimony really represent the bare minimum of what it will take to successfully manage our system in the coming biennium. Your support for the items contained in the DD budget will help to ensure the necessary services for people are maintained as county boards work with each and every person to help maximize their potential, whatever that may be. Thank you for your time and attention this evening, and I welcome an opportunity to answer any questions you may have.